karma yoga. And karma yoga, we have understood that it is the attitude in the mind, the right and proper attitude in the mind, and followed by the karma. That right attitude is an awareness that I'm not the doer and the experiencer. We'll understand that in a little bit detail. So today we will see that what are the results of karma yoga. First thing, simply say that we are responsible for sorrow and happiness. If that is true to me, I'm only responsible for my sorrow and happiness. If that is true, then why choose the little small pleasures that comes and goes? Why to worry about the pain that comes and goes? Why not choose the permanent happiness? Huh? Why not end the suffering forever? Why we claim that we are suffering? Why we claim that we are worthy of suffering? So when we claim that we are worthy of suffering, we are opposing the very nature of existence. And I must tell you that if every human race, the entire human race, understand that the very existence opposes suffering, then what will happen? All this anxiety, psychological challenges will come to an end. So, what is exactly the message our masters gives learning about karma yoga? First thing, that we are responsible for all our sorrow and happiness, sins and virtues. We do good karma, we get merit. Merit is attained. You do wrong karma, bad karma, sin is accumulated. So that sin and the merit and demerit is all about favorable and unfavorable conditions in our life. It has nothing to do with the hell and the heaven. Nobody has seen it. Master is very clear that it has nothing to do with this going to the hell and I am creating the hell and I am creating the heaven in my life at every moment. Because I become the doer and the enjoyer, and by which, the ego is developed. And that ego takes over my life all the time. Go back. What do you mean by living unwisely? I've been talking about live wisely. I and Stephen were talking yesterday. So, what is living unwisely means that living by the mind that moves with the instinct, impulse, and the habits. Animals are all living by automatic survival mechanism. Whether you say automatic survival mechanism, or I can say the nature has provided them the chip. And that's why they are regulated, they are controlled, they eat, they do sex, they have a pleasure, they have a sleep, all they are automated. It is done by the chip. So there is no doer and the enjoyer. For animals, there is no doer and the enjoyer. The mosquito sits on your hand, does not say, no, I will choose. If one is beautiful, then only I will suck the blood. I will not suck the blood of the beard guys. It is not possible. So you see that there are no doer and the enjoyer. But we create a doer and enjoyer. So when you create a doer and the experience that I have done it, I claim. So that creates the law of karma. I'm pointing you out. So that creates the law of karma. What is law of karma? Cause and effect relationship. And that creates a favorable, unfavorable condition. That creates the pain and the pleasure. That creates the pain and the pleasure. See that, pay attention to daily activities. Doer and the experiencer are with the human being, not with the animals. That doer, the sense of being the doer, the sense of being the experiencer. Cause and effect relationship is created. That is why the law of karma applies to the human race, not to any other living species. Now, now ask yourself how many times every day I was upset, anxious, reacted in my life. So I come under the fold of law of karma. And once I am dictated by this law of karma, there is no end to it. Pleasure, pain, suffering, sorrow will continue. Continue. You should be clear when you ask a question. Do animals need ego to live and regulate their lives? No, they don't need. They are regulated by the nature. Do I need a sense of ego? Yes. So to get rid of that sense of doership and the experiencer, we apply this karma yoga to get rid of the law of cause and effect, and then we are in tune with the existence. I've been talking and I've been repeating again. Let me repeat it again. The tiger eats only the meat. It has nothing to do with the merit or demerit. The doership is not there. Cows eat grass. They don't have a choice. So once we understand that it is, and that is why they don't build any habit, they are already habitual. So now go to the next step, the good karma with the negative attitude in the mind, and the wrong karma with the right attitude in the mind. Both destroys us. So sometimes we show that, how good I am. You see that. I will just reflect on one person. Don't I don't want to disclose the gender. That person started sending an email that I have a very severe disease, and she started enjoying writing about her disease, at least in 5 or 6 emails. And I did not respond. Are we doing good karma with a negative attitude? Negative attitude means guided by the ego, demand, expectation from the people, situations outside. Even if we have good attitude, we are doing the wrong karma, we are destroying ourselves every day. Living wisely means you filter out all the wrong notions that is present in the mind. And once that is done, we are on the path of the real karma. Now let us ask, what is the result of the karma yoga? That is what, I will cover in maybe one or two more sessions. Yes, Krishna, the great master, the originator of yoga and the Eastern wisdom, he says, Yoga karmashu kaushala. Always remember this. By doing karma yoga, what happens? He says, skill in action. We'll understand that in a little detail. Karma is used normally for desire fulfillment. Here we are using the karma for a constant and a regular purification of the minds. Once the mind is purified, we constantly live into the state of the calmness, joy, peace. That is why I added, are you living wisely? If you are not living wisely, it means there are some elements, there are some karma, there are some actions that we perform is causing the problem, the pain, the sorrow, the anxiety, the reaction, the duality, and a conflict. The moment any karma is, it does not mean that you are not earning money. It does not mean that you are not living with your honey. It does not mean that you are not doing your professional activity. You're doing everything, outside everything, but inner attitude is changed. I'm eating for the sake of survival of the body. I don't eat what pleases me. Even let me have, if I like pasta, let me eat pasta. No problem, if I can have those resources. But at the same time, I remember in my mind that I'm eating for the survival of the body. Eat to live or live to eat. Make a choice. Make a choice. Excel in your action or in your profession, at work, or build a ego. Choice is with us. So when we build a ego, karma is used for desire fulfillment. When I build a skill, every day I improve 1% in my activities. So that mind do not remain habitual, instinctive, and impulsive. You change yourself. Your attitude changes, your life changes. So now take the verse, Buddhi yukto jahati ho. Krishna says, the great master says, once that attitude is attained inside the mind, what happens? That awareness inside merges with my action. Our action becomes natural, favorable, full of calmness and peace. Inside, mind is very clear. It is not impulsive. It has nothing to do with the desire fulfillment. It has nothing to do with the ego. And then I perform my action. That is known as yoga is skill in action. I use the word karma yoga. Yoga is skill in action. You are going to say something even to your honey. Just check the attitude inside the mind. Is it habitual? Is it guided by your selfishness? Or you want to do the action with the right attitude? Mind constantly lives into that state of expansion. It also helps others. It also helps you. So what happens now? Now see how it purifies the mind. You don't have any preference of likes and dislikes. You don't have any preference of pain and pleasure. You don't have a fear that what I'm proposing, you will dislike and reject it, because you don't create that intention in your mind of likes and dislikes. You simply perform your karma with the best of your ability. Absence of the doership is there. That purifies the mind. So mind remains in the state of the calmness. That is why I've been asking, do you live wisely? How many times you were upset last week or until from the last session until now? Anybody can do any action. A criminal may be very humble outside. My action merges with that awareness inside, and that awareness has an attitude, a right and good attitude. That is all we need to do in the state of the karma yoga. If you are not doing karma yoga, say for example, you are angry over your honey, next moment you realize it. Get rid of the anger, correct it, have the right attitude, and do it. See what happens. One option. Second option, keep that attitude for days and weeks. After a few weeks, you will forget, you will do it again. So in the relationship, there is always a gap. There is always something that pricks you. Every time you look at your honey, that pricks you. Are you getting it? What I'm saying? Any relationship, whether son, daughter, husband, wife, relationship, that constantly pricks you. That pricking in the mind must go. This is what our masters are saying, that you get rid of these likes and dislikes. That causes the attachment and detachment. And then the attachment and detachment causes the desire. Desire results either to the greed or hesitation, or it builds a cycle of cause and effect. Oh, you told me, you inserted, and you. Your focus is on others. Karma yoga must purify my mind. And that is the reason I've been asking, have you been upset, anxious, reacted to any situation, to any condition in your life every day? I have to take stock of this. So, what is happening? I am adding the knowledge, the wisdom. I'm adding the knowledge and the wisdom in every act. What is that act? Whether I think, whether I speak, whether I act in my life, I'm adding. And once that happens, your mind is calm. It will stop wandering. So the first result is that we normally, gradually and progressively, we get rid of likes and dislikes. To give you an example, Buddha, after awakening, traveled across India for 45 years. Perhaps maybe 20 or 25 times he traveled the entire length and the breadth of India, guiding people. Result of karma yoga. You are always full of energy. Full of energy. Vivekanand, who visited United States, he died at the age of 37. He wrote more than 100 books. Can you imagine at the age of 37? No comparison. Shankara, who died at the age of 32, wrote 32 books. At the same time, he was traveling across India and he guided millions of people. Millions of people. So We are not avoiding any action. Whatever we are doing, we want to excel in that. Do whatever the business you want to do. Do what are the activities that you want to do. It is okay, but it should be, karma should be converted into karma yoga. Look at this, I'm reading another result, another result, and we have to contemplate on that. Simple result is karma yoga leads to higher consciousness, and the higher consciousness leads to absorption in a higher meditative state. What did we say? I'm just expressing in my own understanding and the thought, karma jam buddhi yukta. So what he says, Master says, that when we start performing actions with the right and good attitude in the mind, what is going to happen? This mind is going to evolve. Purification will take place. The knowledge will be realized in the mind, and I will remain absorbed into meditation 24/7. This is another way to put it. All the time. You will discover, oh, you need not to sit and eyes closed and then you will sit in meditation. That state of consciousness will remain with us all the time. So one result is the purification of the mind. It is very much required to build a harmonious, good relationship at home, at work, in relations. It is also beneficial for my personal life. I remain full of energy. There is no duality and a conflict. Greater the conflict in the mind, it will drain your energy. We are more mentally tired than physically tired. Do you take it? Do you understand it? We all more or less living a sedentary lifestyle. We are not going to the agricultural field and plow the field and doing hard work. I believe no one is doing any manual activity. So we are more mentally tired, emotionally tired. And it is because of the absence of the right and good attitude in the mind, means minus the sense of doership. No, but how to do it? You start thinking in that way, I'm not the doer. Let it be done. Let this work be done. Are you getting it? You're going to your work. Oh, let this work be done by the existence. You think and then you do it. Gradually, what will happen? This mind will change. I'm repeating it again for the sake of clarity. So I said the karma yoga, not for the desire fulfillment, but you fulfill the desire, you get the result. Yoga is a skill in action. So I'm performing the skill, the reward will come to you. That is the first. Second is that the result of this karma yoga results into higher awareness all the time. You are absorbed into meditation. The time comes, you practically realize and experience. What do you experience? In the past, a particular situation was causing the problem to you and anxiety to you, but now because of the karma yoga, the same condition you are facing, now that becomes an opportunity for you. Every problem and the pain becomes an opportunity for you. Why it becomes? Because your mind instantly picks up existence is always looking for peace and happiness, and I'm a part of the existence. How dare my mind feels that I am in anxiety or reacting or duality? You are married to your honey, only one factor is the existence. Now, if you say that my honey is crazy, no. My honey gives me an opportunity to evolve. That is what the right and the good attitude in the mind. So the very cycle of, I've been telling you, the very cycle of soulmate, marriage, soulmate, divorce, remarriage stops. It's not only in a relationship between the two, but any relationship between the son and the daughter, professional relationship. This is what the master is saying. Then what happens? You are dropping the cause and effect relationship from the mind first, and that is being expressed in your daily life. So now the law of cause and effect is gone. You enjoy that freedom. That is the beauty of the karma yoga. We have to think a lot about these results of the karma yoga. I'll take one more benefit from the same text. What happens because I'm living in a higher awareness, that delusion, attachment and detachment do not touch me. Means you instantly recognize, mind, don't go towards the attachment, don't go towards the detachment, don't fall into wrong notion, don't fall back into the delusion. You have that inner voice. You have that level of awareness. That spark is there in you. No. I should not be carried away by any form of delusion. So it's a gradual process. It's a progressive in nature. One day we committed a mistake, we realized we corrected it, and gradually it helps us to live in the state of the higher awareness, and we find that it is play and fun. It is play and fun. The life becomes the joy of conscious living. Kindly contemplate and reflect. Once you contemplate and reflect, then what you do, start living wisely. I know you all are living wisely, but I'm still saying, for the sake of saying. Very simple. You are aware, you are calm, you see the cause and effect. You have now you are acting with the right thought, right speech, right action. Whether it's a personal life, professional life, social life. Others are not listening to me. It means your attention is on others. You are living unwisely. I know you might be thinking, I don't understand, your principle. No, it's not my principle. If that thought comes to your mind, it means obviously your attention is on the others. So you say the other is crazy. So you have a corresponding thought already present in your mind. Karma yoga means first correct this thought here. Correct here and then go out. Are you getting it? So it means that I have to be aware. I get rid of the likes and dislikes. So I approach that person whom I was saying crazy with kindness, with awareness. And my expression should be that it should not hurt him or her. It's a progressive in nature, step by step, we take it. And the life. That is the beauty of the Karma Yoga. Close your eyes now. Close your eyes. Now, Karma Yoga. Practice is Karma Yoga. Eyes are closed. Did you close your eyes? Yes, it is a karma. Did you see that? You know why in yoga studios you hear close your eyes gently, do not squeeze. You have a right attitude, then also you will not squeeze. I'm just making you aware. It's all a part of the awareness. It's an awareness game. Okay. I believe that you close your eyes gently and softly. You adjusted your body softly and gently. You see the right attitude? Right attitudes, right attitude and right state. It comes from the awareness. If I'm not aware, then I will throw my body. And then mind will say, now I caught you. Entire practice of meditation, I will complain. Then you say, I have lot of thoughts. I'm just giving you a glimpse of Karma Yoga. It is so beautiful to practice. So now see that again, do an action, move the mind on the neck joint. Do you move the mind on the neck joint with a proper attitude, or you have other thoughts? So I can tell you, if you have other thoughts, but don't control it. If it is happening, let it happen. So when I say, okay, move the mind on the neck joint, many people in other session, not this session now, many people, they started stretching their neck. I did not say you to stretch your neck. I'm just talking about an awareness level. Just a simple thing. So entire body from neck joint. Where is the neck joint? So you feel the sensation. It means you are aware. You feel the sense of comfort. Yes. You have a sense of steadiness. Yes. I'm not saying that if you have a pain, you do not adjust and align. It's not a thumb rule. It is flexible. So the entire body, you feel the sensation, comfort, and steadiness. What is after sensation, comfort, and steadiness? Look inside. Is there someone who says, yes, I'm comfortable. Tell me what to do next. Don't waste my time. So that an ego has come. We'll go slowly and we'll understand that also. Now being carefree. There are three aspects or three things, if I say in the mind. One is the doer, other is the experiencer, whether you experience pleasure or pain, and third is the knower. If you are caught by that I am the doer and I am the experiencer, law of cause and effect will work on you, law of karma. And you are the knower only, you realize there is no doer, there is no experiencer. You are free from the cause and effect here and now. But why I said in being carefree? Are you inviting the thoughts intentionally to disturb your meditation? No. Thoughts are coming and going. They are unwelcome, uninvited thought that comes and goes, feeling and images, sometime memory. You remember something that happened last year? Are you a knower of unwelcome, uninvited thoughts in your mind? Yes, but I want to control. So you have become a doer. Then you are not carefree. And so sometimes we are able to control. So we feel the pleasure. And at other times, the mind forces you with certain thoughts. So you feel the pain. And then we complain that I have a lot of thoughts during the practice of meditation. Oh, so so I should remain a knower? Yes, that is the meaning of watching the thoughts coming and going, staying there, very good. They leave it, very good. They come, very good. Like the traffic, I believe it will make a sense. The traffic on the highway and you are standing across, the birds flying in the sky, the space remains as it is. That space is the knower. And as we have already understood and perhaps experienced, so unwanted thought, feeling, emotions have a corresponding accumulated impression in my mind. That is why they are coming. Oh, that is why they are coming. What should I do? Replace it. Don't fight with them. You still remain the knower. What to do? Sarvesham swastir bhavatu. You are chanting mentally. You are knowing the meaning and you are contemplating and reflecting on the mantra. Are you not replacing the impression? Are you not creating an impression? It's a long journey. You simply do it. That's why we say the mantra should be chanted daily without fail. Sarvesham swastir bhavatu. Sarvesham, may there be well-being for all. Just contemplate on your own. And I will repeat later if you remember what I have been saying about this mantra. Your mind is consciously thinking what it is thinking. No, but then it is not a meditation. Forget about that. Well-being, I pointed out, is a common factor. Every living species wants, demands, desires, work for it. From mosquito to ant to elephant to your pet. So if it is a common factor, that means it is the existence. Existence is manifesting the well-being. Why should I worry? I should tune myself with the existence. You see, Karma Yoga. Sarvesham Shantir Bhavatu. Sarvesham Shantir Bhavatu. You are chanting mentally or loudly, whatever is possible. Sarvesham Shantir Bhavatu. So we don't leave the mantra, simply chant the mantra without knowing the meaning. That is the greatest mistake people do. No meaning. Let there be peace for all. And now contemplation. What is that living being not seeking peace? Consciously, unconsciously, habitually, impulsively. I saw the lion caught the prey, ate, and then lie down on the back. So science says that these lions, during the day, they keep lying down. They enjoy the pleasure after eating their food. before they start catching the prey in the evening. We all are. So peace is a common factor. And my honey is not practicing Eastern wisdom, and he or she is crazy. Why? They have to be. They are. It's good that they are crazy. Why? They are not learning Eastern wisdom. I'm learning. So it is my responsibility. Do you see? Your attitude changes. You don't start blaming and complaining, reacting, anxious. With that understanding, that is the meaning that the peace is a common factor in all. So my honey is expressing his or her anger. That is his or her way to seek peace. Can that be my way? See, Karma Yoga. How Karma Yoga is blended with success in higher meditation journey. Sarvesham Purnam Bhavatu. Sarvesham Purnam Bhavatu. Sarvesham Purnam Bhavatu. Let there be completeness in all. Just contemplate and reflect on your own. Completeness, wholeness, holiness. Such a small mosquito, if you look closely, that finds completeness in itself. We don't find the completeness in ourselves. We are always suffering from the greatest illness, that is a sense of incompleteness. And I want to be complete by demanding, by desiring, by fighting, by reacting. Once you reflect like this, after all, we are all human beings. Our intellect says, drop this. What will happen? Those unwelcome, unwanted thoughts will come down, will not return, I can tell you. Karma Yoga, right and proper attitude in the mind, by understanding, by knowledge. Sarvesham Mangalam Bhavatu. Sarvesham Mangalam Bhavatu. Sarvesham Mangalam Bhavatu. Auspiciousness, I have already told you, is the meaning. My time, my space, or the location, or a situation, or the person and object with whom I am interacting is in peace, wholeness. You see, that is what the auspicious moment is. Sarvesham Mangalam Bhavatu. You see, such a small duration of contemplation and reflection takes your mind totally away from unwelcome, unwanted, strange thoughts that enters into the mind. You did not invite them. No, but it is happening in my mind. Did you understand? Law of karma. That's why it's coming. I have to bypass it. Result, purification of the mind. But we will keep continuing, looking inside the cave of your heart. Drop gently. Again, I'm using the word gently. Om Shanti. That is one layer. One layer, breathing. Start breathing quick, short, and breathing, gentle, Quick short breathing from the rib cage. Third layer, the body remain in the state of sensation, comfort, and steadiness. Fourth layer is the intellect, the knowledge, or the awareness. You are aware of all the three layers, but that means you are a knower. What do you mean? When we are a knower doing the breathing, for example, you can even do for 15 minutes and half an hour. Why? The doer is not there. If the doer is there, the doer will say, no, I'm tired. I'm enjoying. No, I cannot do now. I can still do it. You see, one doer creates millions of unwanted thoughts. Rhythmic breath, Om Shanti is also rhythmic. Body is steady. Yes, continue. Just continue. Just enjoy doing it. Quick, short breath. Ribcage expands and contracts. Om Shanti. You are dropping in the cave of your heart, and the body is steady, comfortable, and steady. You start feeling the sensation all over the body. You are still the knower. Breath is happening. How? Short, quick, and gentle. Om Shanti is happening. Body is steady, happening. You still remain the knower, not the doer. But you enjoy the fruits of your action. You enjoy. There is a deepening of the sensation. There is a sense of calmness. It's okay. And stop this. Followed by the nyasa, start breathing deep, silent, and slow. And now it's very easy for you to sink the breath as you inhale. Move the mind inside the right arm from the shoulder to the fingertips in the space inside and singing Om Shanti as you exhale. Mind moves from the fingertips to the shoulder inside in the space, singing again Om Shanti. Mind is the driver, breath is the car, the space is the highway. It is another facet of the mind, and the intellect sees Om Shanti with the knowledge. So even while doing the breathing and reciting Om Shanti, somewhere deep inside you remain the knower. Now see the deeper aspect of the nyasa. And I can tell you, I can make you feel. Just continue. Remain as a knower. Breath is happening deep, silent, and slow. Where should this ego should come in the picture? Om Shanti is done by the intellect, and understanding is done by the where I come into the picture. Body is still and steady. Where I come into the picture. I believe you are getting it. I just converted the entire practice to make you understand, even at the subtler level, when we follow this karma yoga, purification of the mind is definitely there. We bypass the, when you start with the subtler level of law of cause and effect, you can take it easily into your daily life to live wisely. You already know it. Deep silence, slow breath. Shanti, highway is inside the space inside. And body remain perfectly steady, still, motionless state of the body. It happens naturally. Why? The matter cannot move by itself. Consciousness is there. But that consciousness goes through the mind, becomes the doer, and then the whole problem starts. And now inside the left arm, same thing. You see, you only awareness changes. The pointer, the mind changes. Awareness and attention changes. It shifts to the left arm. The rest is everything is okay. To make the mind feel, what do you feel? I'm not the body, mind. Same principle applies, but in a different way. When I'm not the body, breath, mind, intellect, then I'm not the doer. I cannot be the enjoyer. Then who am I? Permanent peace and happiness. Simple. While doing, you may find that as if the time, a state of timelessness is there. It is such a beautiful experience. Without an experiencer, oh, without an experiencer. Now inside the right leg, you are aware. The knower is aware. The breath is deep, silent, slow. Mind is moving inside in the space. Intellect knows, and it is done. Om Shanti. There is no need for the ego to be present there. Om Shanti going on. Now inside the left leg, when we claim that we are a doer, the thing has to be explained again and again and again and again. And because our ego is so much limited, it claims it is the highest, but it is very limited. But when it is not there, the body is steady on its own, the breath is moving on its own, Om Shanti is happening by the intellect, mind is looking into the space. There is always an intelligent operation by the existence with reference to every being on this earth. Why to put that ego? Karma Yuga. Now the nyasa inside the spine from the crown of the head to the tailbone, from the tailbone to the crown of the head. That I-ness identifies with the body, it will definitely create some issue. I-ness is identified with the breath. Definite is that this I is so limited, it wants to be unlimited, not possible. Same thing. What we are, the we remain as a knower. To explain it a better way, neither the doer nor pleasure is there. I experience the joy and the calmness, it's okay. So I is not there. There is an experience of the joy and the steadiness in the body. Flow of the breath is natural. So internally, in the field of awareness, that very I-ness is not attached. And then see what happens. I'm going to tell you. You're going to experience that. Now leave this breath, just continue. Move the mind inside the cave of your heart, singing Om. Now you're saying Om because you're moving the mind deep inside. Mind seemingly stops, and then, Shanti. Then you are the knower, the mind is totally absorbed. Do nothing, remain as you are. But if the mind returns with any thought, unwanted, unwelcome, no issue. Take it casually. Move the mind again inside the cave of the heart with the Om, Shanti, again. So you're searching a point of total emptiness or nothingness or absorption, and stay there. No issue, I'm always with you. So even if I do not speak for a while, it means I don't want to disturb you. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Bring your mind on the right hand, your mind on the left hand. Lift your both the palms, place it on your eyes. Open the eyes inside the palms. Know your experiences. Bring the hands down. We'll share our experiences. We did it for 44 minutes today. Did you realize it? Our mind says, I cannot do it, but you did it. How are you, Stephen?
Good. That was really good. I would have had no idea that we were in meditation for that long. I was completely absorbed in meditation. Every aspect of it. I listened to every single word. I did have thoughts that popped in every now and then, but what I'm noticing, and I think we've discussed this, you and I, about I recognize my level of awareness, my ability to contemplate and reflect, with discernment, dispassion is happening instantaneously. So any time that it comes in, it's like I couldn't tell you a single thought that came to my head because it was there, recognized, done, over, gone, move on. I'm in meditation. So it's great. So thank you.
Higher the dispassion level, this happens. Those unwanted, unwelcome, strange thoughts do not dare to enter. So we have to reach to that state. This is what the Stephen is explaining. Wonderful. How are you, David and Jerry?
Thank you for the talk. I enjoyed that. I found myself being an observer of my mind, being an observer of my breath, being an observer of the sensations, doing the nyasa. And it was, to Stephen's point, it didn't seem like it was 44 minutes. It was very quick and very deep. Being an observer, there was no attachment to anything, so it was just free flowing.
Wonderful. You see, that element of that I-ness is so much deep in us because of social, cultural conditioning that we don't want to leave it. When you become an observer and a knower, the result is there. How are you, Jerry?
Sir, I'm good. Thank you. Oh, I had the opposite. I actually felt like it was long.
It was long. You felt.
And this occurred to me in like the third segment of it. I thought my mind was like, oh, good. Like we get another segment. And it felt like, wow, it's extended. So, and also I always like when you say that life's an opportunity. So it's all these opportunities we have every day. And then also if we see everything as existence and everybody, then we instantly can just drop the ego.
Yeah, you're right. Our blame, complaint, reaction, anxiety, duality, ego has a big role in it. If we contemplate and reflect. So that's a great understanding. So that the moment you see the existence and we will make a mistake. That's not a problem. We make a mistake, correct it. Correct it. Beautiful. How are you, Brandy?
Good morning. I'm good. Thank you. I found the practice to be very grounding, very settling, and I probably needed all that time, so I appreciate it. Thank you for the
Beautiful.
nice meditation.
Beautiful. That's good. How are you, Vaibhav?
So I'm good. It was very deep, and it's like that when I'm not seeing something with that ego, then it is like it's unbiased. It's good or bad, it's equal. It stays for a while and it goes away. It was very calming and relaxing.
Do you see what he says? And that's very important. I never expressed in that way. The moment you have an ego, then only you have opposites, likes and dislikes, pain and the pleasure. You remove it, you don't have it. And then you allow yourself to be a part of the existence. And it is done. Beautiful. How are you, Anesthesia?
Thank you. Okay. It was very deep, and I don't know, my body today was moving, and I've noticed this only that when my body was moving. I mean, it like switched me a little bit off. Maybe I don't know why, but meditation was pretty deep, and this
Pretty.
deep meditation. But sometimes my body moved.
Yeah. Body moves and you became you remain as an observer. It's okay. When you remain an observer, then it's not your body that moves.
I was afraid that I'm falling asleep because it was a feeling like I'm so relaxed that a little bit and I will switch off at all. Something like that.
The ego plays a role in pleasure also. Ego plays a role in pain also. But as we move into the higher state of the consciousness, as Stephen was saying, remain as an observer. Let it body fall into sleep. You are after all aware. So I'm so happy. My master used to say that I want only one person to be realized into that state. But now we have a lot of seekers. Please start living wisely day to day. Don't leave it. Where is Samir? Yes.
Oh, sir, it was very smooth. It was like that it is my original state which I am getting into.
Yes. That is wonderful. You have to live wisely to be in the original state in all your relationship, professional life.
Whatever I am doing outside and whatever thoughts are coming, that is something I am imposing on me, and this peace, happiness is behind all those things.
Yeah, beautiful. That's wonderful. We have to live wisely. So now we will go to Barbara.
It was wonderful for me. It was very calm, very deep. But there was one point during the Nyas that I had the strong sensation that I had to sneeze, but it went away. As soon as it came, it went away, and it was like nothing.
Yeah. So you see that you're right, and you did it right. So even body will move, sneezing and coughing and movement of the body, but the I-ness is not attached. I think most majority of you got it. When the I-ness is not attached to it, freedom. That is the beauty. Beautiful, Barbara. So we will, Terry, where are you?
I'm here.
Oh, you are here?
I thank you for the lesson. I needed the lesson.
You needed the lesson. Very good.
I'm applying it even in my daily life,
Beautiful.
even before the lesson was over.
Ah, that's good.
So that's what I was able to do.
Beautiful, Terry. We see your beautiful picture.
Thank you.
Not you.
I couldn't reach the thing. I can reach it now.
No, yeah, you can reach it now. So
I'll say hello.
yes, Ashok, how are you?
Namaste, sir.
Namaste, sir.
Living wisely since morning to evening and going to bed, and contemplating, reflecting, and peace and comfort.
Yes, we see. You also might have been witnessing the changes in your life. You see a spark, sometimes those spark comes, you already have explained that spark is present almost in everyone. It is because of the spark. Last week he said, now I have started applying in daily life and I'm calm. That awareness, that knowledge comes and replaces our existing habitual impulsive thought process. Are you getting it, what I'm saying?
Yeah.
then the life changes. So who is left? And now one is left, I think Sangeeta. How are you, Sangeeta?
सर बहुत पीसफुल और बिल्कुल एब्जॉर्ब था एकदम.
Very peaceful, totally absorbed. I'm doing anesthesia job. Anesthesia translates in her language in a free session. We do it every Monday. So I'm translating her. Totally absorbed and peaceful. She is otherwise peaceful. So look at it. Even if you continue doing it for 2 hours, normally I trick. Sometime I extend the session. So I'm going to do it in future sessions. Now I have told you what will happen, you know? You know what will happen? Your mind is not interested in on a given day. Then your mind will say, now it's a longer session. So you have not to pay attention to that. Okay, thank you very much. We'll meet on.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you,
Namaste.
sir.
Thank you, everyone. Namaste, everyone.